Okay, folks, Bill McIntosh here, founder of Ocaso Media. The reason I want to make this little video is to give you an intro to what we propose to do, what we want to do, the why behind Ocaso Media. Ocaso Media was basically an idea that came to me one night when I was actually praying. Not to get too religious, but I wanted to find out what I should do to supplement my income. And I thought God could tell me, and so I asked for light, and in that instant, right after I asked for it, the lights went off. Literally, in my housing development in Florida, and boy, it was something else, and I thought I was a little frustrated, but I remember what the Christophers always say, that Catholic group, that it is better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. And that's the idea of Ocaso Media. Basically, lighting a candle, or better a torch, and a big one, to dispel the darkness, give hope, give light, give guidance, at a time when there's increasing darkness. It just seems to always increase its reach. It's ever encroaching. We live in really disturbing times, and I also like to point back to somebody I always looked up to, Rod Serling, whose daughter I've had the privilege of booking on interviews. And Rod Serling, right around the time he was inaugurating the Twilight Zone, produced a trailer for advertisers about the Twilight Zone, and the reason behind the Twilight Zone, and it was basically to create great editorial backdrop that was going to make advertisers' products backing the show fly off the shelves. He wanted to help people who supported his program to be paid back handsomely in the form of great return on investment. That's what I want to do. Eventually, through fascinating guests, interesting people that we can talk to, great topics, achieve a tremendous audience, one that keeps on growing, and that makes it basically very, very worthwhile for advertisers to participate and get that great ROI, that great money back in spades for that hard-earned money that they've worked so much for to be able to advertise and promoting their business. So we want to help them, like good partners. And also, I'd like to also say that Ocaso Media came to me as eventually as something that would constitute a way to engage the Christian West to help the Christian East. Remember that on 9/11 there was a little Greek Orthodox church that was totally demolished, that was obliterated by the fall of one of the towers of both. And that's just like it's happening today in the Middle East. Christians, many of them Orthodox Christians, Syrian Christians, Eastern Rite Christians, are being obliterated in the face of the Muslim onslaught. And there can be no other task than for us in solidarity with our fellow Christians, that to help these Christians suffering persecution, particularly in the Middle East, also in other parts of the world as well. Terrible persecution in Nigeria, China, India, other places as well, but particularly in the Middle East, the land of our Lord's birth. It's the land of Christ's birth, and it's a land where we have to have a rebirth in our hearts to help our Christian brothers and sisters of all ages, older people, middle-aged people, little kids even, that cry out desperately to have the help of people who will stand in the shoes of their parents, many of whom have been murdered. Okay, a growing problem with little orphans in the Middle East. We have to care about them. So that's the idea of Ocaso Media. Thanks for tuning in. Let's please help get the word out about it as I produce these videos, which hopefully will be better and better. Please send them out to everybody in your address book so that our audience may grow and the hope may extend, and each one of us can take a candle, light it, and pass it on. Thanks again. It's an honor to serve you people. God bless you all. Bye-bye.